Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with the second episode in our new Battle Brothers Legends mod Let's Play. With a new Let's Play, I always get a lot of new viewers, and on the first video in this series, I had a ton of comments asking why I'm not using hotkeys, and the answer to that is because I just don't need to. This is a turn-based strategy game after all, and it's just not really relevant. Time isn't a factor because we're playing on a turn system. If this were a StarCraft 2 ladder match, I, would probably be using hotkeys, but it's not, and my actions per minute or the few nanoseconds I lose in moving the mouse around aren't really relevant here. Also for future reference, when I'm playing a game like this, or really any game that doesn't immediately demand my left hand for any sort of character movement, such as with Freeman Guerrilla Warfare, which is a first-person shooter, I'm usually playing something like this. So my offhand is generally occupied by a mug of tea or something of that nature, and if not tea, then I'm probably like resting my chin on it, but generally I've got a hand on the mouse and my other arm is relaxed or again holding something. So typically my hand isn't available for hotkey use, and again here it's not really relevant anyways. So that's just a quick answer to that question. I get it every time we start a new Battle Brothers series, so now that that's cleared up, let's get back to the gameplay. We left off in Copenhagen, where we had a couple of quests, one of which is not possible for us to do, and one of which is potentially worth us doing, but it's not really going to, require anything active on our part. So we're in like the very south of the map here, and we had, again, two quests available. This one wanted us to go to Erzberg, about a day to the east, for 100 crowns. Not really worth doing as a job, but if we're headed to Erzberg anyways, we may as well take it. Alternatively, we had this quest, which was a little bit more difficult. They want me to go to Tandorf. Unfortunately, while this pay is better and potentially makes this worth doing, Tandorf is a hostile settlement to us. We will be attacked if we go there, so we can't actually do this without, being attacked. Therefore, I'm going to just outright decline it. And I don't think we need anything while we're here. So let's just go ahead and accept this and go to Erzberg and see if they have any work for us. Again, this is not really worth the effort, but if we're going to go there anyways, we may as well take 100 crowns for our time. But if we were doing this strictly for the 100 crowns, we would actually probably be losing money on this job. Anyways, we'll get on over here. I really do hope that they have work for us. This is a larger settlement, so they might. But who knows? Okay. Also, of course, just a little relationship boost is always great, too. So we have terrified villagers and disappearing villagers. So there's probably some beasts about. What is this now? 360 to do what? Hunt down, yeah, so hunt down beasts. We also have this here. Looks like a patrol mission. 15 crowns per head, up to 15 heads. So that's like what? Almost 200? I think. Somewhere around there. 10 times 15 is 150, and then 5 times 15 is 60. So it's actually a little bit more than 200. And then 760 upon completion. So we're not getting a lot per head, but we are getting a pretty good lump sum if we complete it. And this is just a nice little bonus. So I'll accept that. I'm not going to haggle, because again, I'm more concerned with relation at this point than a couple gold coins difference in pay. Oh, but this is an escort mission. I thought we would be patrolling. Rheinbrook, where is that? Is it even a place we can visit? No, it's way up here, and again, hostile. So they will attack us if we try to enter that city, and potentially we'll be attacked by every garrison along the way. So that is definitely not viable. Unfortunate, because that's a pretty good amount of... That's almost 1,000 crowns for that one. But I'm going to have to decline it. Let's hunt down these beasts. Before we do that, though, let's just kind of poke around in town and see if there's anything here that we might want. I've got another shield. Did we need shields? No, we've got shields. Armor. I wouldn't mind some better armor, but they don't really have anything here. Maybe better headgear, but not really relevant. They have a washerwoman, but I don't have any room to recruit anyways. And then we have a weaponsmith, which I typically don't bother with. You can almost always find all the weapons you need just through looting. Armor is where you really want to be spending your money. Armor and characters. So yeah, we'll accept this. 360 shouldn't be too bad. We are facing beasts, so depending on the type of beast, it can be quite nasty. Oh, hello. Apparently they gave us a little bit of coin. I should have read through that to see why they were throwing money at me. Let's go this way since the Noxair changed direction. And it looks like there is at least one intermediate-sized Noxair in that group. But we should be alright. Alright, so it looks like we've got a little bit of high ground here we should probably try to capitalize on. And all 6 of these Noxairs are little guys, so we got a little bit lucky there. Oh, and we landed our first shot too. Alright, let's put you here. And we will spear wall, at least for this first turn. Let's put you there. We'll try to get our archer to this spot, I think. You can go here. Again, spear wall. Let's put you there, spear wall, and we'll put you there. Okay. Thank you for that. Can we get a couple more? Oh, well, that was short-lived. Let's see. Hop in there, and we'll get a shot off next turn. You, meanwhile, just have to wait. You can get us a kill, though. Well, close. Let's continue to spear wall, because they're going to have to try to engage you. So we may as well just keep the spear up. Can you, yeah, get him and then spear wall to try to defend that corpse? We won't end our turns because they can still potentially do one regular attack on top of that. So far so good. If they can't get into that spot, they can't eat the corpse. And next turn we might try to advance over the top of it just so they can't get to it at all. Alright, so let's end your turns. Oh, okay, one's through. And, oh, one of them died back here. Crap. Must have bled out or something. Can you shoot that one for me? Don't let him get away. Nice. Now, hopefully they don't try to run back there and grab it. In fact, we'll engage them so that they can't. You wait, please. You're going to step down and prevent anyone from getting to that corpse and then hit the big guy. Wendell, how do we want to handle this then? Let's put you here. That one's going to try to flee, so we don't need to worry about attacks coming from that direction. Instead, let's hit this one. And then Elmer, you're going to engage this guy as well, but get your shield up because you're probably going to get your ass kicked over there. And then we'll put Dieter here. That's going to break them, so they're both going to try to flee. Bertolt, move up and stab the big guy. Thank you. And then that one's going to die trying to escape. There's 2 hits to Dieter, but he's A-okay. That's a missed shot there. Bertolt, can you get the kill? Perfect. And then let's have you jump over there, and then that's pretty much it. We will either get the kill by attacking or, yeah, when he tries to flee. So, 2 level ups there, and no real damage. Only 1 Noxair horn, though. That's a little disappointing. So let's handle those level ups. Right. So, Dieter first. Rolled really poorly over here. Unless we were going to turn him into a range character or something, but probably not. So, were you the one that didn't have Colossus? You did not. So, we'll give you some more health. And then I think fatigue and resolve is probably wise. For your perk, we can choose anything in the first 2 tiers. So what are our other options? We have Spearwaller, which again will improve our proficiency with the spear, but we have to decide whether it's worth doing that because in the future we might not be using any spears. So endless training in holding the line in the spear wall has made it a second nature. Spear wall costs 25% less fatigue, stacks with spear mastery. I feel like that's not that good. The fatigue being lowered is great because spear wall does build a lot of fatigue, but without having spear mastery, spear wall is a lot less likely to actually be effective, and so I don't think it's worth wasting a perk in that until we know that we're gonna be bothering with it. So what are our other options? Shield bash. So the knockback skill now also inflicts 10 to 25 damage, which is 50% effective against armor, and 10 fatigue in addition to its normal effect, and costs 10 fatigue less to use. I feel like that's a great ability. So not only does it continue to allow us to kind of shuffle people around on the enemy's lines with that ability, but it makes it cause damage and fatigue to the enemy, and it's less tiring to use. So all around, it just makes that skill better. Bullseye and anticipation, not super useful for people in the front line. That's very situational, so probably not worth taking. Let's see. So this is just a flat 20% to our initiative. Back to basics. If this character takes damage while fleeing, they have a chance to rally. That could be pretty good, especially with a lot of really low resolve characters. But I feel like Shield Bash is just a really good perk. So let's grab that. And then in the back line here, let's see. You do have Colossus. So leveling his hit points is less relevant. I think I'll give him a 3 in melee defense. And then we'll do a 3 and a 3 there. And then we'll spend his perk point on Colossus. So that'll take him up to 78. Alright then. With that out of the way, let's go collect our pay. By the way, at least for the initial part of the playthrough, I will spend a little bit more time on the level up screen just because there are a lot of new perks that you guys probably aren't familiar with unless you've played the mod before. And also, again, we can't really just stick to a single optimal build because not every character has the same perks available. So there is a little bit more thought required in it. No new jobs available here. Prices at the market will be a little bit better now that the villagers are no longer terrified or disappearing. But ultimately, I'm not really seeing anything that piques my interest. Things here are kind of overpriced, and I guess let's grab some small tools just to keep us running a little bit longer. But ultimately, yeah, let's just head out. We haven't been to Saltkai yet, so let's go there. Oh, that's a hostile trading caravan. I could raid this, but I'd rather not continue to make our relations worse with that faction. So, I'll just ignore them. But during the Civil War crisis, when that starts, we'll probably side with the faction that we're currently interacting with. What is this now? More Noxairs? I'm not going to kill them for free, but if they want to pay me to do it, I'd be happy to. So, Marketplace, what have you for me? Wow. Everything here is extremely overpriced. And since I have nothing to sell, it's not really going to help me at all. 850 to do what? Hunt down what terrorizes Saltkai. We'll do this. It'd be great if it was these guys, but it's not. It's probably going to be a larger party of them. Oh, it's 4 direwolves. The thing that sucks about direwolves is their initiative is so high. We probably won't get a chance to spear wall, which is a bummer. I wonder what happens if we do this. If we deploy like that, is it going to put me further away? Because that could actually help if they can't reach me on the first turn. Let's see how this goes. So I would argue that direwolves are more dangerous than Noxairs, at least in the early game. Because of that high initiative, they also get to attack 3 times per turn, whereas Noxairs are held to the usual, 2 that everybody else has, well, 1 or 2, depending on weapon type. But these guys have the most attacks of any enemy that I'm aware of. So we're going to spear wall. They're not smart enough to avoid it, at least I don't think they are. But I could be wrong. It does look like we deployed a little bit further back though, which is great. So let's see what they do. Hopefully just run headfirst into spears. Okay, you've been compromised. That was pretty short-lived, but at least we got like 1 free attack on there. 2, 3. So yeah, that worked out okay. Who has the least armor? You are far more vulnerable. You still missed though. That one's untouched. Let's focus fire. So we're gonna try to kill one before we move on to the ones that aren't damaged at all. Let's go here. And you missed, so it wasn't really relevant. Go ahead and attack. And let's be smart about this and get our shields up. I'd really prefer nobody die here, if I can help it. Ooh, 65. I should have had him attack twice. Because he could have potentially made this kill possible for Dieter without Dieter having to attack twice. Now, if Dieter does attack twice, he could get the kill, but he won't be able to raise his shield to deal with this direwolf's attacks, and your shield being raised will be irrelevant if that one dies because there's nobody to attack you. So that's unfortunate, but I'm going to do it anyways and take that kill because it's still one less direwolf attacking. Elmer, you're not going to be not going to be able to kill either. So get your shield up and then stab that one. In come the attacks. All three of those missed. One of those connected. One of those got through. All in all, that went pretty well though. Let's go here. That was almost a kill, and then it looks like Adler can maybe finish that one up for us. Okay, or not. Magnus, let's have you wait. Dieter, good job. Rather than step in here, stay where you are. Wendell, you're going to close in and then get your shield up. Elmer, get your shield up. You're just going to try to soak damage. Sir Magnus, attack that one. Unfortunately, you missed. And then Dieter, yeah, start bringing you around over here. Okay? All three of those got through, but none of them for a lot of damage. Two of those got through for a pretty considerable amount, though. Let's have you wait. We'll have you wait for sure. Magnus, please land this. Good job. Alright, so that one is completely out of armor now. We'll get one attack off there. That was his only available action. Fatigue is starting to become an issue for us. Dieter, you're in pretty good shape compared to everybody else, so just go ahead and attack. Elmer can only attack 73%. This one is actually more damaged now, so attack there. That one's out of the fight, so we can ignore it. Bertolt, step down. Stab this one. Unfortunately, you missed. Adler, if you go there, you can shoot at that one safely. So we'll try to kill it. Apparently his arrow just disappeared. Okay, one of those got through, destroyed his armor, but that doesn't really matter all that much. It was pretty beat up anyways. There's a good hit. Didn't break his morale, though. Let's get two attacks here from Dieter. Both missed. Wendell, perfect. You broke his morale, so this fight is effectively over. We will run them down because we've already got them trapped. But it looks like it'll take at least one more turn to kill them. Unless... There we go. Okay. And that leveled up Wendell. Fantastic. We got 3 pelts, which is enough to craft a direwolf mantle that we can put on somebody's armor. I don't know that I'll attach it yet because most of this armor is not going to be with us for the long haul. And an adrenal... Or sorry, an adrenaline gland. Alright. So that did do a lot of damage to our armor, which is unfortunate, but we got paid pretty well for it, and nobody took any severe wounds. So all in all, it wasn't the worst thing ever. Prices here are still pretty bad. So I think I will hold off on purchasing anything. How is our armor looking? Oh, let's level you up before I forget to. We'll definitely take a 4 there because his resolve is pretty bad. Actually, before I do that, let me look at your perks. You don't have Colossus either, which is a real bummer. I almost wonder if long-term you would be better in the back line. As like a polearm user or something. Let's see. I haven't looked at Mastery yet, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, so not every Mastery is available to every character either. Which is going to mean a lot of characters are just going to have to be built suboptimally. Because, again, I think he would be well-suited to the back line. He doesn't have Colossus, so his hit points are never going to be massive. He's really good melee skill, but he also has some potential for range skill. So typically what I do with a character like that is I'll put them in the back line with a polearm, but have them carry a crossbow or some javelins to, you know, do range attacks until the polearm becomes relevant. But with this guy, he doesn't have polearm mastery, so that's never really going to be an option. Though, there are a couple of 2 tile ranged melee weapons that might qualify in here. So, for example, the long axe we could maybe make use of, or the pole hammer. The staves aren't something that I think we can use into the late game, but we'll see about that. So what should we give you? I guess let's go student for your first one. That will stack with the +10 you get from being an apprentice. So you should be leveling up really fast. And then we'll do definitely a 4 there. But maybe a 3 here and a 4 there. Yeah, I'm starting to think that Bertolt should be in the front. What perks do you have? You have Colossus, you have Student, and you have Quick Hands. He also has access to Shield Bash, which I don't think you did. No. So, yeah, I think we're going to move some people around here. Let's swap this stuff out. Actually, no, you can keep that on. You are going to drop that and that. Go ahead and hop in the front. You can take that pike, and I'm going to grab this from you and give you this. And then you can have the spear and the shield and the shiv. And then with his next level up, I think we'll give him shield bash. Push it is also good if he's going to be wielding a shield. It doesn't look like shield mastery is available to anybody, which is kind of concerning. It's going to make them really, really... Oh, there it is, shield expert. Okay, so we can't get it. Never mind. Well, that's that then. Nothing worth buying here. So, Brunstad is somewhere we haven't been yet. It is a larger settlement, though, so they might have stuff there. And then we have Grafenshine. So let's check those 2 places out. Okay, Brunstad. Do you have an armor? You do. That's fantastic, because we need armor. What is this now? 520 in total for a delivery. They want me to go to Taubenmoos, 2 days to the northwest. I don't recall if that's friendly or hostile. Oh good, we unlocked another thing. That is friendly, but that's pretty far out there, so we would have to go, it looks like, around like so. Or I guess we could just cut across. I think I'd rather head out here first, but since this is kind of end of the line in terms of friendly territory, we'll probably end up coming back this way, so we'll leave that job available. And if we don't pick up something here... Well, even if we do pick up something here, there's a good chance that'll still be there when we come back. So, yeah, we'll probably do it on the return trip. I don't think anybody needed to be treated, no. So let's look at armor then. We can afford... That's probably pushing it. That would be effectively all of our money. And I don't want to do that. So, something like this would be a nice balance. Or we could try to save money and just go for basic mail instead. It looks like a lot of this armor is severely overpriced, though. This is actually selling for almost double what it's worth. Do you guys have... Oh yeah, Terrified Villagers. But this quest is not going to get rid of that modifier, so... There's not a lot we can do. Maybe in the marketplace they'll have some better deals? No, unfortunately not. Sometimes if there's an armorer in the village, you'll find a decent bit of armor in the marketplace that's damaged or whatever. It's not going to be top tier stuff like scale armor, but you'll still find like chainmail and stuff, but here not so much. So yeah, there's really nothing for us to do. Let's head to the next one. And again, we can come back and do that delivery quest. But I'd like to see what's out here first. Especially if this is going to be the territory that we're doing a lot of our questing in. Because again, it is the biggest faction and one of the 2 that are actually friendly toward us. Or at least not hostile. Okay. Another armor here. That's pretty cool. Prices are still pretty unreasonable, but not as unreasonable. So that's good. This basic mail shirt was selling for like $8.50. I think it was like $8.38 at the other place. And it's like 200 crowns less here, so that's good. It's still overpriced, but not massively so. That's cool. Sir Emmerich's knightly helm. What do we want to do here? Let's see. I'd like to have everybody in the front line in chainmail. So what we could do is buy like this leather scale. We'd still have 1,000 crowns left, and that would let me distribute Sir Magnus's armor to somebody else in the front line, and then we can move the leather armor back to Wendell, and then Wendell's gambeson can go to Adler. So that would be effectively an upgrade for a lot of our characters. If we really wanted to, we could also buy the basic mail shirt and give that to Wendell. But being in the back line, I don't think he really needs the heaviest armor. Unless he's getting shot with arrows, you know, we should be able to protect him pretty well by positioning alone. So I say, yeah, let's grab the leather scale. Which, hold on, that's going to be, what, 130? Is that worth it for a 10 point upgrade? That's 20. That's also 20. I don't know. That's not like a massive jump. I almost feel like it's better to just save our money. Or buy something like this. Because that would be 115 versus your 80. So that would be a 25 point upgrade here, and then that goes back and etc, etc. So in terms of upgrades to the party, I think that's a bigger effective upgrade. Though, let's see, if you get 10, that moves your 130 to him, which is technically a 50 point upgrade. And then that goes to him, which is a 15 point upgrade. So maybe that is still better, even if on Magnus himself it's not a massive upgrade. For 300 more crowns, we can do something like this, which is a 20 pointer. I think I'll do this. They're effectively the same. This just has the red on it, and since our colors are red, why the hell not? So we're going to grab that. We will then allocate that to you. Who is our most valuable frontliner? So you've been with us for 9 days, 5 battles, 10 kills. 9 days, 5 battles, 1 kill. So far Dieter's proven his worth. You, 9 days, 5 battles, 8 kills. So in terms of kill count, Dieter's the winner. He was one of our original 3, as were you. You have Iron Lung, which is pretty good, but that's not super relevant to armor. Yeah, I'll give it to you. And then that armor goes here, that armor goes here, and that armor goes there. Alright. So that's looking a little bit better for us. I'd like to get him a helmet too, but we did just spend a lot of money, so we'll try to save up for a little bit. We have another delivery here. This one's not going to pay us very much at all. They want me to go to Ergensand. I don't know where that is, but I think it's hostile territory. Ergensand. It's actually not, but it's going to be pretty far away. Oh, it's over here. No, I don't think we'll do that. I do not think we will. So let us go ahead and just outright decline that one. It's not worth it. We'll come back to Brunstad and take the quest that was available here, which will take us up to Taubenmoos. So we'll probably just cut around the mountains there to Stoll, and then from Stoll up to our destination. I've been seeing very little of trade goods, which I'm kind of disappointed with, because I was hoping that we could try to do a little bit of trading in this playthrough. And of course, as I say that, of course, I also can't justify buying these because they're massively overpriced. So we'll have to come back when, hopefully there's no more terrified villagers, or they give us a quest to remove that debuff. But ideally, we'd be able to buy these for less than 400 and then sell them for more than 400. By the way, this is a tip on the wiki, but I don't know if a lot of people are familiar with it, so I'll mention it here. It's a good idea to keep a spare round shield in your inventory, because it's a good barometer of prices in the place that you're at. The base worth of a wooden round shield is 100 crowns. So if I had this in my inventory and it was selling for 150 crowns, we would know that they're effectively offering us 150% of the value of an item. Or if it's selling for 50 crowns, then we know that they're offering us 50%. So it makes it really easy to judge whether or not something is worth selling. But since they're asking way too much for that, we won't buy one now. And we'll probably just loot one later. And I generally keep a lot of spare shields anyways. But if you do plan on trading, it's a good idea to keep one of those around. Alright, so we're going to stop off in Stoll, as I said, and see if we can maybe get a decent price on some tools. No, it looks like they're pretty overpriced here. Again, we have terrified villagers, so not really something that we can deal with right now. There was a quest available, so after we're done here, maybe we can come back and see if we can fix that. But somewhere I need to buy tools and food, hopefully, because we're going to start getting hungry here in a second. Okay, so in Tabenmus, we have one job available. And what is this then? 310 to do what? Oh, to go after some thieves. I wouldn't mind doing that. I'll accept that contract, actually. But we should probably wait until daylight before we actually go pursue it. What are you guys up to? I don't want to fight you. Oh, okay. Alright, so the enemy is rushing us with their war dogs. Is it worth... I mean, we kind of have to stay and fight because they've got some of us pinned down with the dogs. So... 7. 2 are dogs, so that means there's 5 enemy humans. In terms of equipment, they don't look that well equipped. They do have a crossbow and a pike, though. So, it could be that they're armed better than us. I guess we'll see. Let's shoot at you, since you're the only one in range that's worth shooting at. Wendell, can you help out with the dog situation there? Thank you. Let's wait, because he can still move one tile. You're going to be fun to deal with. Can you dispatch the dog straight away? Okay, good. So now we're free to move. How do we want to go about this? We could try to make a run for the high ground up here. And I don't think that would be a terrible idea. Let's try it. We'll go there. Let's put you on this one. Magnus is going to go there. And Wendell, let's put you at least closer. Okay, you're going to shoot at somebody over there and miss. That's fine. You guys are probably just going to stand your ground. Ouch. Okay, well, luckily a lot of that missed. Adler, I need you to move at least 2 tiles in this direction before you do anything else. Yeah, go ahead and shoot at him. Dieter, as much as I'd like to rush this guy with no shield, I think we kind of just have to take advantage of the high ground and not move. Bertolt, why don't you go there for right now? Let's get you free before we do anything. You stay there. You need to move to here at least. That'll be the end of your turn. So he's going to get into range where he can attack. I really want to maintain this high ground advantage, but I think we're going to have to give it up. What we can do, though, is put Wendell on that high ground, so at least he has the small, bonus, and maybe get Adler onto that one. But I think what we'll have to do is probably put, like, you here, because I need your ability to dispatch shields. I think Dieter could probably one-on-one the guy with the spear here. So let's have you step down and start attacking. You've got better armor and a shield. He's got a better spear, though. Bertolt, I think I want you to engage Mr. Pike here. Especially since he's very vulnerable. I think I need you out there. As weird as that looks, I need to leave room for Sir Magnus to engage this guy. And if I put him here, Magnus can't get to him because he's going to get bogged down in this guy's attack zone. So I think I have to go there. And you're going to get a nice clean shot back there, even though there's plenty of people intervening. Good hit. They're going to switch. Okay. So all that maneuvering was kind of irrelevant. Well, no, because I still need to get here regardless. Let's put you up there, and then do me a favor and shoot the crossbowmen, or not. Okay, good, that missed. So did those. Wow, okay, your shield's not helping, is it? What do we want to do here? 65, yeah, just attack him, I guess. If he's not going to raise the shield, we'll take advantage. Get your shield up, since you apparently can't block without raising it. Meanwhile, you guys just try to kill him before he kills you. And then, yeah, I can't get you there, unfortunately. I should have moved Wendell after. Oh well. You're going to help here. Okay, that missed. He's going to continue to kind of skirmish. Ouch, that got through. 62, yeah, nice. Let's have you wait. I'm going to try to get you behind a shield, I think. 36. Still missed. Over here, move up. Oh, there's a tree there. I didn't notice the tree. Yeah, go ahead and go there. Stay on the pikemen. Fantastic. And since you have a shield, why don't you go after the crossbowman? See if you can force him into melee. We are going to need some help down here, though. Let's see. Elmer, why don't you fall back to here, and we'll have Wendell kind of support you. Good kill there. I don't know what I want to do with you yet. Dieter, go after Mr. Crossbow. Let's put you there to leave room for Bertolt. And you are going to stay right where you are. Magnus, I'm going to move you there, I think. Okay, so he's going to have to switch to melee. Unfortunately, that's going to cause a lot of bleed damage. You guys wait. Let's get you in there to help out. You can take a shot. No, you can't. Go there, I guess. Next turn you can help out with that fight. Wait, please. He's going to retreat. Interesting. I thought for sure he would engage there. Do we want to go after him? I am not so sure. Can we even see him? Yeah, we can. Okay. Go a little bit further. And Wendell, let's put you like there. We'll have all three of them move as a force together. Please don't let him die. Unfortunately, we only have one bandage and it's on you. I might just let him escape. Come on. This archer should not be beating us in melee. Alright. Dispatch him. Crap, you're gonna bleed to death. Great. We were so close to having no casualties. Let's see, did he actually die? No, struck down, so he will live, okay. And that was actually probably preferable because a bleed out would have killed him. You can't attack through there, so come over here. Let's get you there. You can keep shooting over the top. Or at least trying. Alright. Let's dispatch you as quickly as possible. 1 and 2. Okay, and he comes right back with some pretty nasty shots there. There it is, finally. So Dieter survives, but he's traumatized, so his resolve and initiative are severely diminished. Everybody leveled up from that, though, so I guess it was kind of worth it. Again, we really didn't have a choice. There was no way to get out of that. The dogs had us kind of pinned. So what do we want to do with you? I think we'll definitely take some more resolve. You have Colossus, so hit points aren't at a premium like they would be otherwise. I think we'll do a 3 for fatigue and a 2 for melee defense. And then for your perk, we can go up to tier 3 now. So, let's see, debilitate. Prime your next attack to cripple a target for 1 turn, reducing their ability to inflict damage by 50%. Again, kind of situational. I think Shield Bash is good if he is going to be someone in the front line. So maybe I will take that again. What's Smackdown? Use your size and strength to bully your way into prime position. Knock back any opponent on any attack where you have more health and fatigue than them. That's kind of cool. So that would let somebody without a shield be able to knock people back. Though it sounds like you can't control this one strategically. It's just going to apply to any attack where you have more health and fatigue. So you might knock people back where you don't necessarily want to. I don't know that that's a good one to take. I think I will go with Shield Bash. Then on Sir Magnus, definitely going to take that 3 right there. And then I think I'll go with... Do you want to do 4 and 4? Or I could go 3. I think fatigue for sure, and I think I'll take the melee defense. Actually, scratch that. Let's do 4, 3, and I'll do the 3 range defense, because he, again, doesn't have a shield. Let's see, we can go up to tier 3 with him as well. What options do we have available? Recover is something that might be worth taking on him. Immunity to stun would be really good. Onslaught. I think I remember liking that one. Brawny would be good too, because he is going to be wearing heavy armor. Rotation to save people. Feint is kind of cool. So if an attack misses, it costs less fatigue. Inspiring Presence would be a good idea. Yeah, maybe Inspiring Presence. I could also increase our party capacity. And that might be a good idea. Let's do that. Because now we can have up to 9 people. Which, you know, extra fighters always helps. Alright, Elmer. I say we do a 3 here. I don't like taking defense unless there's nothing else to take or we roll a 3. So I'm going to go with a 4 in hit points and a 4 in resolve. He's already got Colossus, so that's going to take his max hit points up to what? Oh, 61, okay. But part of that is because of this, so it will be higher than that. What can we get with you? Smashing shields. Slaughterer. I almost wonder if you are somebody worth putting in the back. Huh. What are your special or your masteries available? Polearm, throwing, axe, great sword, hammer, cleaver. So maybe he should be spec'd to be in the back line. With that in mind, what would be the best choice? Minus 15 penalty to enemy resolve checks. So melee kills are always fatalities. That's pretty good. That's the same as the bloodthirsty trait, I believe. Smashing shields, well, you don't look like you're going to be carrying a shield for us. Probably not going to have area of effect attacks. This could be interesting because we could use pikes to repel people in the same move that we're also attacking them. But again, I don't know that we necessarily want to be pushing people back if we're also injuring them. Generally, you want to kind of stay on top of them. Composure, immunity to stun. If you're in the back line, that's less relevant. It's kind of a hard choice. He doesn't have a lot available. And with a pike, I don't know that this is going to be super helpful because pikes don't really have fatalities, I don't think. You can't cut somebody's head off with a pike. Let me think about this for a second. After reviewing everything available, I don't think that anything is really worth taking except for crippling strikes here. Too many of these are like really situational or have equally bad effects. I was considering something like Alert, which is going to give him an extra 20% to his initiative, but since he doesn't have dodge, initiative isn't really going to be relevant for him. So, like, ideally, if he's going to be in the back line, we could build him around dodge and initiative to make him harder to hit for both melee and range attacks, and then we wouldn't have to focus so much on actually putting points into there. But he doesn't have dodge, so that whole thing becomes irrelevant. recover on someone in the back line is not generally necessary because they don't accumulate fatigue as fast as somebody who's fighting in the front. Back to basics again, the chances of him routing are pretty slim. If he is, we're in serious trouble. So there's more issues than just that. Slaughter, I don't think is going to be relevant given his choice of weapons. He's not going to have a shield, no area of effect attacks. Smackdown, we don't necessarily want to be pushing injured enemies away from us and giving uninjured enemies an opening to move in. This is far too situational. There needs to be bleeding characters on the field, and there often isn't, so that's not going to help. Rally the troops could be something worthwhile, but his resolve is pretty low, so I don't know that that's going to be particularly helpful. And then composure, while just kind of universally good, is not going to be as helpful in the back line where you're less likely to be stunned. And we don't have access to any of this stuff yet, so crippling strikes, it's going to be something that works for both melee and range. I always take it on my archers because they can potentially wound people before they even enter combat. But having a pikeman with it is equally good. So, yeah, we'll grab that. And then for his next one, I'm not sure what we'll take. I'll have to read through these, but it probably won't be anything from these first two tiers. So Adler, our resident archer. We'll definitely take the 4 to your range skill. I need to get you some range defense, but you're not rolling particularly well there. We gave you Colossus, but your hit points still aren't very high. Or did we? I mean, you have more than your base, but I don't see why. So we'll go 3 there, and your initiative is still pretty high, so if we can, going with a dodge build on him would be wise. Let's go with the 2 there and get him out of the negative at least. So you don't have Colossus. Tough is why you have more hit points. That makes sense. Okay. Well, you're not carrying a sling, so that doesn't help us anymore. Fast adaptation is good for an archer. None of these are really going to be helpful. Anticipation is good for avoiding ranged attacks. Bullseye is pretty much a requisite trait for archers, so that's good that we have that one. I think we'll take Bullseye. And then finally, Wendell, who is near death at this point. Let's see. You have what available? Steel Brow, Anticipation, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I kind of regret doing the Legends trees because it would be nice to just have at least some consistency to what's available, because there's so many people that are just not going to be able to do what we want them to do given the traits that are available to them. If it was a little bit more broadly available, like, for example, his tree is so much more massive than everyone else's. So if they were limited but we had more choice, I think it would be better. I don't know. Let's do this first, I guess. Definitely going to take that 4. The 3 here is also tempting, but I don't need to be building him as a hybrid just yet. I think we'll take the hit points and the fatigue instead. And for you, feint is pretty good because there's really no downside to that. Just if you miss, you don't spend as much fatigue as you otherwise would have. Fast adaptation is pretty good. 9 lives is great, of course. Lookout would be good on a range character. Let's go with Anticipation, because he is very vulnerable to range attacks. So 1+ base range defense as additional... Sorry, 1 plus 10%. Which is going to be like 1. Maybe we should wait on that, because it's not going to be immediately useful. Man. I guess we'll do fast adaptation. That'll make him more likely to hit at least. Now we need to find a temple, because we are badly hurt. There's no jobs here, so we will wait until morning. But we're basically just going to buy food and then leave. Oh, we have some food. I guess we got food from that fight. Okay, some people healed. Nope, not what I meant to do there. So let's see. That's not a terrible... Yeah, that's actually a fair price on the venison. So we'll snag some. We'll snag 2, in fact. And then for the tools, let's buy a bigger set. That is kind of expensive for what they are, but it's okay. And then we actually have some equipment I probably should allocate. So let's see. Who has the shield perk again? Not you. Either one of you. You have shield expert available, and you have shield expert available. So I guess I'll give it to Dieter. And as for helmets, you can have that as well. You get his old helmet. And that's that. Oh, right. Hold on. Weapons. So, you being in the back line, I'm going to give you this pike. But we'll try to get another pikeman now that we have room for it. And Dieter, I'm going to give you the better spear. Anybody here worth hiring, in fact? Ragnar the monk, who's an herbalist. I'm more interested in fighting ability right now, but it is worth looking at, people with other utilities, given how camping works in this mod. Lumberjack. You're very expensive, though. I don't really need to be paying for your axe. Let's pass on them for now. I think we can do better. So, do we go to New Farm or do we go back down in this direction? We haven't been out here yet. They could potentially have work for us. If they don't, it's a little bit out of the way, though. I say let's wait. I don't want to visit every settlement yet because, well, I don't think we'll even be able to, given that these guys hate us. I need a temple. I know there was one back over here, so let's maybe... I've never been to Trockenberg. It's right in the middle. There's one out there. But yeah, we need a temple, so let's go this way. Alright, so just stopping off in Stoll. We have a widow. I'm not going to hire her. Let's keep moving. I'm going to visit Trockenberg since we haven't been there yet. And that is... They won't have any work for us, but they might have some of the other stuff we're looking for. Otherwise... Brunstad does, and this is a pretty, quick way to get there. I think we made it, yeah, just before the sundown. Right. We have Rollo, a deserter, a peddler, a mason, a farmhand who's actually not a bad fighter. I thought for sure we'd find some militia here. This is like a castle after all. Caravan hand. I think I'll pass on all them. Anything at the armor that would be worth snagging? Those are cool. But I think I'll wait and get rid of that dumb hat. And let's go to Brunstad where we can heal our people. Alright, here we are. There is a job available, but we can't take it. Did I forget to do something? Ah, I did. Crap. Well, we gotta go find those thieves still. That was... What was I thinking? I guess we needed to get our people healed before we went into a fight anyways, so it's not the end of the world. Temple, right. But we went really far out of the way to do it, which probably wasn't wise. Okay, so they are all patched up now. We're going to immediately turn back around and try to go find these thieves. I did waste a lot of time, but we should still be able to track them down. I hope we have enough food and money to cover us until we do. We'll collect our pay, and then we'll just continue hanging out in this area. I'd like to really build our relations with this faction. Because, again, our first endgame crisis is going to be the Civil War. This is the odds-on favorite to win. And in terms of the two factions that we're really able to choose from, this one is about twice the size of the other. So it's really not even a choice. Though, again, we're probably going to sit out at least the first half of the Civil War and just try to build our party as best we can. Anyways, I'll leave it there for now, so thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Battle Brothers with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.